So
I want to ask you two things. So the first thing is like, what was your reaction when you saw Bryce post that stitch and then just put a video of you shaking your ass, and then also like
misogyny.
Yeah. Was that
Like,
your reaction to it?
Like it just made him look even more stupid. Like, I think everybody saw that. Everybody in the comments saw that. Like, you know, the content that I post doesn't have anything to do with what you're allowed to say or do to me, you know? Like, and also the video that he stitched was not even like sexual. I was fully clothed. I was doing a TikTok dance. Like, I don't know why people make that out to be so bad. Like, I can't dance I can't be happy dancing around without it being, you're an object, you know?
Well, it's like the similar argument and also like kind of like movement of like where girls who are like going out partying and stuff like, 10, 15 years ago, it was understood that if you're going out dressing like a quote unquote slut, like it's like a yes almost, which is just like not the case. And like now it's actually moving to a point like where that's not a thing anymore. You know, people can wear what they want to wear, and it's not them saying yes, oh, I want to do this. So I mean, it's the same argument, I would say, right? I mean, it's your choice to do what you want to do on.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How's the reaction been by both your fan base and his fans?
So obviously there was some more videos that went out. I obviously posted a video that I was pretty upset crying, as we discussed, but like, honestly, I don't regret posting that either, because I think it's kind of fake to not portray my real emotion. Like, that upset me. I felt betrayed in the situation. I felt like I did wrong, and I was just being candid about it, you know? Like, that wasn't for, oh, give me sympathy. I was just genuinely upset, and I'm not going to delete it afterwards, you know, like, and say, oh, just kidding. So, anyways, he basically, in his video, said all this stuff about, like, Faith is notorious for saying the N-word.
Faith is notorious for saying the N-word. Oh, wait, fuck. Faith is notorious for exposing guys for her monetary and clout benefit.
Which there's multiple articles online that like debunk that, obviously. So that's also defamation.
How did that even come about?
That's what I mean. He literally it's smoke and mirrors. He didn't answer any of the questions that I said in my original statement about him calling me a pussy, all of the clout stuff. Didn't address anything that I said in my statement. All he did was try to make it juicy and distract people from the real thing that went down.
Yeah. I think from the point of view of like a content creator not involved in this, is he definitely didn't take the high road, and he definitely saw it as an opportunity to make more content about it, which is the most like weirdly the most pure way a content creator thinks.
Yeah.
But and I think that explains some of the reason, maybe also like how he is as a person, but it's like it explains how he handled the situation and why he chose not to take maybe the way that most people would handle this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, also, do you think that if this situation could be handled again, however it would be handled, because obviously stuff like this happens all the time in young adult situations, and actually just everywhere. If you think that you could handle the situation again, would you have taken it to social media, or would you have tried to work everything out without? Because like, would you say that now you have more of a problem than you did before?
Not necessarily. I think it's cleared up now, but I think at the end of the day, this is what it comes down to. I would normally say, yes, it didn't need to be brought to social media, but I already know that Bryce would not have came out and said anything or apologized publicly for what he said on that live stream. And that's why I took it to social media, because it's like, otherwise that's not getting cleared up. Those people saw what they saw, heard what they heard, and that's like the storyline that was put out. And knowing Bryce, I mean, clearly in this situation, if he wouldn't even take me out of the thumbnail, why would he have apologized publicly for saying that I sent him a paragraph? You know? So that's why maybe if it wasn't Bryce, then I would probably not take it to the internet. Like if it was somebody that would actually clear things up or just not say it to begin with.
We're not even thinking that way. It's like also like, if it happened to another girl who maybe doesn't have like the following that you have and doesn't have the voice and the support as you have, probably would have been kind of brushed under and no one really thought about it. But all the news articles I've seen, because in the morning I look at the same sites, they're all like Bryce Hall exposed by Faith Ordway or Faith Ordway explaining situation. It's getting picked up and people care because also like, people know who you are.
Yeah.
There were people in my DMs that literally had stories about him, which I won't get into that because it's not about creating more drama for him. I don't care about ending his career. I just wanted to address that situation, and that was it. He can do his own thing. I don't want to be associated anymore. But point is, like what you're saying, there are other people who have had instances with him that they just haven't talked about. Not even just girls. There's guys, not sexually necessarily, but like just different situations about that. I don't know if I should bring anything up, but like, you know, he's just basically done quite a few people wrong, and they've been afraid to speak up due to the fact that he has a big platform, and that's not.
Were any of those things that people said to you like
relatable?
Not relatable, but like relatable, but also like just how did this not get picked up? Do people not know about this?
I don't know. Well, most of the people said that they didn't want to bring anything up because they, like one of the guys who DM'd me, he said he was afraid to come out about anything because he was afraid that Bryce might have dirt on him and he didn't want to get in trouble. And he said that a whole bunch of other people were too. Again, I don't want to get into a lot of details about the different people that I talked about because then I feel like I'm just kind of like bashing him in a way. So, but yeah.
I get what you mean. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just made me feel really, really upset. And that's another reason why I was so emotional, because it's like, how are we just letting these things slide just because he's maybe like at the top following and everything? Like that doesn't mean that he should have this much power to just say, I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Like the fans were like the audience, they were majority on your side, and then they switched over to Bryce, and then went over to your side. They were kind of like flip flopping. Like, do you like care what side they pick, or do they?
At this point, no.
Just want you to get your message across.
Yeah. After I cleared everything up and basically gave them the facts, which I did in my TikTok video. Now I don't care. I don't care if people side with him because I literally debunked everything that he said, and I explained like he didn't answer anything. I called him out for a reason, and all he did was basically just try to, I don't know, defy my character like on the internet. So
yeah. This is a really tough situation, and I think we definitely feel for like what you're kind of going through, just because of how many more variables are dealing with millions of people wanting to know what's going on, media wanting to know what's going on. So yeah. Awesome.
Well, it's also, I mean, like, it's also like the same. I mean, like, we have friends and stuff like where like things like this happen, and like it's hard. And it also
probably
happens.
way harder on
It's also
media.
it's interesting when it's two people that you know, because you don't necessarily want to pick sides, but you also like if something's like actually wrong, then like that's like why you like sit and listen. So I mean, it's just like one of those things where, it's just kind of fucked.
Yeah, and you want to know the situation because it involves people that that are around you.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't put anybody down that still continues to like hang out with them. I'm not gonna look at them differently, because the truth is that like, considering like that's the weird thing about the industry and living here is that he is one of those people that has a lot of power. So like one of the people in my DMs, he literally blacklisted the guy. Like he didn't do anything, and he blacklisted him from going to like certain parties and stuff. And for me, thankfully, I don't really care like if I'm not invited to what he has, because I spend a lot of time alone anyways. I read, I do my own thing. But for a lot of people, like that definitely sucks. Like the fact that you make a bad relationship with somebody, you're basically cutting yourself off from going to regular things and hanging out with people.
Yeah. I think at the minimum, what you did had a huge impact in the fact that he'll think twice next time he like if he's in that situation, knowing like what the repercussions could be based on what you've done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But he also said he said get ready for the papers, or like he's
he said check your mailbox, because dude,
like
there was nothing that I did. There was the whole like I accidentally had his address exposed in one, but he can't take me to court for that. That was a fucking accident, on God. Like in the first video that I made, I blurred it out. So like it was very clear that I didn't mean to, and I deleted it right away. So he can't take me to court for that. And I didn't defy his character. All I did was give an exact statement of the situation that happened. So like that was basically, again, just to hype people up.
So I've just heard like he's getting like a lawsuit ready or something to like send you. Like,
if he does, he's not going to be able to do anything. Yeah. Like there's physically nothing that I did wrong.
There's no video of him even saying that to you in the first place.
That's true, but that's not me defying the character, because It's like this. So how do I explain this? If I say like Berkley is, I don't know, like an insult to use. Berkley is Berkley. I don't know how to explain. It's more so like,
Are you trying to explain like a defamation loss? Like
yeah.
You're damaging his character by telling things that are not true.
Exactly, and those were all absolutely true. You know, I was stating what happened. I wasn't saying, like, I did call him a trash bag human, but that's not really like defying his character.
No, you can say that. It's freedom of speech.